Hello, survivors of the nuclear apocalypse, desert rangers and guardians of the law. Welcome back to Wasteland 3 and playing hardball. And by the way, now we see for the first time the whole set of this red tech armor. And, well, our attention is of course going quickly to this pit. Burning pit, what is it? Mass grave. The scent of charred meat and burned air wafts from the pit. Smoking bodies contorted by agony or post-mortem muscle contraction lie curled atop one another. Ooh, gross. It is impossible to identify the corpses, but they appear to be both adults and children. Oh, well, who would do such a thing? Lucia stares at the bodies. Oh no. Her knuckles are white on the grips of her gun, and her breath comes in little gasps. Any sign of your family?
No. Can't see a thing. Who would do this? Who would murder families and children? Who would burn them so badly that we can't even tell?
She breathes deeply.
I don't know if they're here or not. I can't... Come on. Let's find the monsters who did this.
Let's examine the bodies more closely. Near the edge of the pit, a child-sized corpse appears to be clutching something as if they were protecting it or hiding it. Let's take the bundle from the child's arms.
That was one of the Schuyler girls, I think. Seems like we ought to leave her alone. Feels an awful lot like grave robbing.
Now we need to know what it is. Lucia turns away looking like she's going to be sick. Let's take the bundle. We need to take it. Ah, it's a burnt book. We pull the bundle from the child's charred embrace and take what's wrapped inside. Let's step away from the pit. Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, but I think there was something for which we needed burnt books, right? Was there? Oh, and by the way, we wanted to try out the saw. Eh? Well, okay, but I think I saw something. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. The burnt books. It's never good to burn a book. Old journal law book. Well, where is it? Mission items. No, it's not a mission item. It's junk. Old handkerchief. Ah, yeah, it's a burnt book. It's unreadable. Ah, that's very sad. That is very sad. Okay, actually, let's make a quick save. I want to do something. I just want to check out something. I want to craft this thing. Let's see what it is. But it's pretty... I don't really want to do it, but I want to know. But it's very expensive with the scrap. So let's do it. Just so we know what it is. Pocket saw pup. I want to know what it is. So what is it? The smaller saw dog design collapses into a fairly compact form, but the tips of the saw blade just out slightly. You'll have to be careful how you throw it. Deploys a robotic saw pup follower that will assist in combat. Self-destructs after combat has ended. Oh, okay, interesting. So it's like a melee machine or something that attacks. But I don't like that it self-destructs. And for that it's pretty cost-intensive. But it's good to know what it is. But we are not building that one yet. Because who knows what else there... what else there is. And maybe we need the scrap for something more important. So there's stuff over here. Let's be careful, because there's blood and entrails around. No, but it seems to be fine. Grenade box. 3 Molotov cocktails. Add gasoline, methanol and motor oil to the bottle. Stir gently, garnish with a burning rag and serve. Alright, very nice. Medical crate. Okay, more medic packs. So and now... Or actually... Let's do the Cyborg chicken. Cyborg chicken. Nearly spherical in shape, this plump specimen waddles contentedly along, pecking at the ground. For some reason, someone implanted metal devices into its body. Ah. A cyborg chicken. So it's a real chicken, but with implants. Cluck, cluck. It tilts its head one way and another, scrutinizing us with one eye and then the next. Okay, fortunately, we do have an animal whisperer, right? Level 4. Let's confirm. Let's have another go. Mouse is good with animals. The cybernetic bird cocks its head at you. Animal whisperer, follow us. It pecks the ground once, head tilting this way and that before it begins bobbing after us. Alright, nice. Very nice. Oh, there's someone. There are people over there. Isaac Reed, and there's something. Peak solves conflict through negotiation. Poke shoots first and keeps shooting. Ah, this is the little one is Peak and the big one is Poke. Okay, interesting. So these are the guys like from the skills, right? From the skill description, like here. Peek and Poke, alright? Let's quick save. Ah yeah. Oh yeah, it's a cutscene or something. Oh, I clicked shift before, okay. Isaac Reed. The clothes on this young man are impeccably tailored, the height of local fashion. He holds his hand up and launches it what is obviously a prepared speech.
I'm Isaac Reed. On behalf of all of us here, I want to offer our unconditional surrender. As proof of our goodwill, I want to tell you that the culprits got into town with help from Farron Brago's organization, and...
or maybe from you, with your help, huh?
Isaac, how could you? How could you throw in with these people? How could you let them take my family? Where are my parents and my little brother?
They're in the grave you passed on the way here. They didn't suffer, Lucia. I promise. Baby, look. I didn't mean it to go this way. I tried to stop them. I really did. I begged.
This is pretty sick.
Stop talking right now.
Wait a minute, you kids were helping the Dorseys.
We thought we were in the right. The Dorseys promised that we could take down the Patriarch. They didn't say anything about murdering hostages.
Why would you want to take down the Patriarch?
What about all the other people they killed? Or was that part okay with you, Isaac?
Just tell us how those people wound up dead.
It was Nelius Dorsey. He went looking for your family, Lucia. Your family especially. That's why I got you out of your house before the raid. I didn't want anything to happen to you.
Well, maybe telling them what's happening, what's going to happen.
You didn't want anything to happen to me? So you let savages abduct and murder my family. You knew what they meant to me. You knew what their loss would do to me.
But you're still alive, Lucia. Don't you see? You're still alive, and that's what matters most to me.
He's in love with her, huh? A sick love. Where's Nelius Dorsey now?
He escaped. He took some vehicles and headed west into the mountains. I don't think he was planning to come back.
Okay, west into the mountains. Were the Dorseys acting alone? Did they have support from anyone else?
Farron Brygo's gang helped them get into town. I don't know how or why. And I overheard Nelius say something about Liberty Buchanan, the Patriarch's daughter.
Aha. That's the one that's building an army in the plains.
I think she's going to attack Colorado Springs. It sounded like she's gathering an army out in the plains.
Oh yeah.
Something way worse than the Dorseys.
Why did you do it, Isaac? Why betray your community?
We've been under the Patriarch's boot for 50 years. We say that the 100 families are in charge, but it's really just his family. Just him. I know you must think I'm a fuzzy-headed idealist, but this society's sick. It needs to change.
Well, if 100 families are doing something like a dictatorship, yeah, well, okay, then it's feudal or an aristocratic system. So it's all about power.
I have heard enough. If your betrayal of my family was not sufficient, your treachery here most certainly is. In the name of the Patriarch, I sentence you.
Her voice shakes, but her hand does not. We didn't even see her draw her gun.
Please, Lucia. I did this for you. All I ever meant was to help build a better world for you. For all of us. I can't tell you how much I regret. Please don't kill me. Please.
Well, I mean, the Dorseys are clear psychopaths. And, well... And that's very obvious. And if someone is aligning themselves with these guys, then that shows a lot. But stop, Lucia. There's a better way to handle this. We are the Rangers and we uphold the law.
A better way? I can't think of one. Not after what he did to my family. You want to let him walk away from what he's done?
No, no, no. He's getting a trial. We're going to put him under arrest. We'll make sure justice is served.
I have justice right here, in the palm of my hand. I am more than happy to mete it out. I would be delighted to be its instrument.
You are not the law here, Lucia. You are not even deputized. This is our job and we say he's under arrest. Also, there needs to be a sign for people. That's what's about civilization. After a long moment, Lucia lowers her gun and looks away. Tears running down her face. You'll thank us later.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, you don't need to thank us. His voice is barely a whisper.
Come in, November 1. This is Ranger HQ. We're getting reports of shooting in your last known location at Garden of the Gods. What's your status? Over.
We took care of the Dorseys. We'd like to hand some prisoners over to Sheriff Daisy and the marshals.
They'll be happy to hear that, Team November, as am I. Good job getting those sumbitches. Over and out.
Alright. Ah, they left their stuff. So I guess that's ours now. Another bent actuator. Actually, this actuator done actuating. Another LED matrix. Let's make sure there's no trap. Do you see any traps? No, good. Large container, what is in it? Oh, a road warrior. Old world roads were so dangerous that auto manufacturers used to install these deadly clubs in every new vehicle. Or is that so? But what is it actually? Is it an exhaust pipe or something? Or is it like the thing with which you elevate a car so you can exchange the tire or something. So alright, so what's this? Aramid pads. Ooh, nice. Some very practical people have salvaged damaged Kevlar vests into individual pads that can be attached to a complete torso armor. That's nice. Okay, so what about the camp? This camp is only a few days old. Looks like the Dorseys gathered here before their attack on the city. Metal crate. Ah, good. Very good. Another suture kit. Alright, looks like we are done here. And I think we didn't miss anything on our way. We could only replace the animals, but I think I like it to have the chicken for more experience, especially on hardball. And X doesn't have any animal whisper anyway because she used this cigarettes. Alright, so let's get out of here. Yeah, let's get back to downtown Colorado. We need to talk to the people and let's see that we have a trial for these guys. Alright. Very good.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch? After he helped them kill my family? You let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special?
We didn't want you to have his murder on your conscience. And justice belongs to the law, and the sheriff will probably execute him anyway. No, we didn't want you to have his murder on your conscience. That's the main thing. And also the law.
I'll be the keeper of my own conscience, thank you. I am a grown woman. You have no right to make these decisions for me.
No, you'll thank us later.
Forgive me. I appreciate the thought. This is just difficult. I suppose you're right, though. It is better not to have such a thing weighing on my soul. But the people who are truly responsible, Nelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors.
Yes, and we will do that too.
Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way.
Actually, you only have one. Yes, we will help you. In return, you follow orders like a ranger.
Of course. Good. You've got yourselves a bargain, Rangers.
Well, if you want, you can also become a ranger.
We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Yeah, that was actually an interesting thing to recognize. Alright, so let's make a quick save. Marshal Lupinski.
Good job clearing out those sons of bitches. I'd help. When the sheriff tells you to man a spot, you man the spot.
Yeah, it's fine. We didn't need your help, but thought is appreciated.
Shut your hole. I knew you slept with my wife.
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, slow down. I didn't, I swear. I got bedroom issues. Flagpole don't stand. Yeah.
Really? Sorry. Then who the hell was that in my house?
Well, I guess they will sort that out later on their own. Doesn't look like a ranger issue, is it?
I wouldn't give for a sunny day. Boiled beets for lunch, meatloaf for dinner. Food around here ain't good, but it's predictable.
It sounded like there were two men, but now they are women. So that is confusing. Okay, so let us... What's the mission log? Conrad Reds, yeah, we need to return to the sheriff. Full house, yeah, and we need to recruit people. Alright, so let's get back to the sheriff.
Stupid!
Yeah, where was it? So like... No, it's... There. Alright, so let's go here. There. Alright.
Young folks harder than before the Lucia's attack.
Ixnay, I'm the
Get your Colorado Patriot here, hot off the press.
Oh, actually here, do you want to hear the news?
You're the Rangers. Well, first time we met, I didn't know you were in town. Heard all about you now.
What do you think of this town?
Well, it's the only safe place we've got. Vegas is gone. The robots saw to that. Refugees say the East is dying too. Might still be a couple nations out there, Motor City Combine and Buckeye Republic, but they were at war last we heard. Colorado's the only safe place left, and we have the Patriarch to thank. That makes this town the best place in the world near as I can tell, even if it isn't perfect.
Alright, see you around. I mean, of course, we can't expect too much, and even if the Patriarch is a dictator,
Cowardly attack on Colorado Springs.
in this situation,
Hell yeah. I've always
like survival is maybe more important for the moment. So, Heli, you wanted us to go away, but let's talk
Oh, you
again.
What do you want?
Just saying just saying hi. Just saying hi. So no worries. Alright, then there's this guy, Magistrate.
Strangers, what brings you here?
Yeah,
Indeed.
nothing new at the moment. Let's go here. Just in case you guys are wondering about the chicken.
Put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets all the way to Broadmoor, we've got big problems.
Deputy?
But then,
What can I do for you, Rangers?
Well, we just need to
If
see
you've
the
got any
sheriff.
feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a new person, Hope Emerson. The one gives you a crisp salute as you approach.
You're the Rangers, correct? My name's Hope Emerson. Came down here to offer Daisy my help during all this chaos, and she said I should talk to you. That I used to run the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ. Assuming you'll be arresting people now and then?
That sounds actually pretty interesting.
Are you looking to fill that position?
Well, yes, we do. We are, and you are hired. Welcome aboard. Well, maybe we should talk first.
Certainly. What do you want to know?
You seem pretty excited to be a jailer. That's not usually a job people want.
No. And the people who do are usually sickos who get off on bossing around convicts and making them squirm, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not me. I promise you. I became a jailer after getting locked up myself when I was a kid and seeing the job done wrong. We expect the law to be fair, from arrest to trial to sentence, but too many people forget that incarceration is part of the process. A big part, and often the least fair.
Lucia, you listened to the thing about arrest, trial, and sentence, right?
People in jail are there to learn from their mistakes. In a bad jail, all they learn is to mistrust the law and fear their fellow man. I want to make your jail a good jail, where everyone is treated fairly, regardless of their crime. And everyone has a chance to improve themselves.
That's actually the resocialization is the most important thing. So, but how come you left Amity?
It's not there anymore. Scar collectors rolled through and took everybody they could catch for slaves. Then they burned the place to the ground. I led a caravan of survivors to Colorado Springs, and I've been here ever since.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to hear that. Why did you choose us over the marshals?
I respect Daisy's determination to keep Colorado Springs safe, but I don't agree with her methods. They're too savage.
Well, I see the point. But, savage how?
Take the pillories, for example. The marshals shackle prisoners into them for the smallest of crimes, and leave them exposed to the cold for hours. They lose fingers, noses, and ears to frostbite, if they survive at all. What does that accomplish? Other than cripple them and mark them as criminals for life. After that, how can they become good citizens? How are they to believe that the law is fair? It turns my stomach.
Yeah, you've got a very good, another very good point there. But what do you know about the Rangers?
Daisy tells me you've been tireless fighters for justice in Arizona. Settling disputes, breaking up gangs and militias, putting down a plague of robots. And that you're here in Colorado for the most noble of reasons. To save your people back home after a terrible disaster.
Well, that is true, yeah.
I hope she wasn't blowing smoke, because she made you sound just like the sort of heroes I want to work for.
Oh, that's very flattering. Thank you.
Great.
And I think that's all we need to know. You sound very sympathetic, and I think you have the right attitude. Yes, you are hired. Head over to our headquarters as soon as you can.
Thank you. I'll be there as soon as I make my goodbyes here. Looking forward to working with you.
See you later. And by the way, and what do we need? Full house. Functional medic bay. Managing the brig. Well, alright, so Sheriff Daisy, how are you doing?
I like you already, Rangers. I asked for a favor, and you came through for me. Not only that, but you sent me Isaac Reed and his trader friends, all cuffed up and looking pretty.
You're welcome.
Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. I'm glad we see eye to eye on that. Some of my marshals weren't so sure about you.
We're all on the same side, right?
Damn right. It's in all our interest to keep this city safe. I was gonna introduce you to Hope Emerson, but since you're already acquainted, let's get back to business. Did you find out how the Dorseys got into town? Like I asked?
Isaac Reed confessed that he helped them, but it was Farhan Brygo's gang who let them in.
Well, since you already dealt with Isaac, let's concentrate on Brygo. I'll never understand why the Patriarch let that rat set up shop here. Been nothing but trouble, so him making a deal with the Dorseys doesn't surprise me in the least.
Maybe we should find the guy first and talk to him.
I had a hunch he might be involved. So I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried.
Oh, that sounds really worrisome indeed.
Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brygo helped the Dorseys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in.
That sounds like a good idea. We're on it.
Take down Brygo for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang.
That sounds like an excellent deal.
The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor.
All right.
Always a pleasure, Rangers.
We'll do what we can. Our rep has increased. The refugees like us. The Patriarch's marshals like us. 100 families are neutral. And here, well, there's a spider web. So, the metal is not very shiny at the moment. But people start hearing from us, right? So, alright, we got some stuff. Another Merc armor, that's good. Oh yeah, nice. And a Merc helmet. Alright, so who gets it? And by the way, it gives critical chance +2. Alright, so that's for her. He's got this one. How much crit does she actually have? Like 10%. And we have only 4. Yeah, well, we are more like the person who's churning out. So like so. Sorry, what's happening? So, there. Merc Leggings, it's the first we get. For 3 evasion, actually. That's actually nice. Maybe. It's for combat speed. Scout pants. Oh, that's actually a difficult decision. Yeah. Well, I think we will wear them ourselves, because we are rather often under fire. And I guess, well, how much evasion do we have? It's 3%. Okay, and she has 6, 12, 9, and 12. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, so so actually there's no advantage. Is there an advantage to getting the whole set? I don't think so, right? Because then we can actually give these legs, the red tag pants, we can rather give them to him, to Kwon. Also, he has the strength for it. And then he can actually get the evasion. That's possibly better. Now he looks a bit thin-legged though, but I think that's even funnier. Alright, and then with this one, we get the crit chance. Yep, she already got it. She got it. Yeah. I mean, her head is kind of iconic. But she needs to fall in line more with the Rangers anyway, I guess, right? So then she has crit chance of 12. But on the other hand, guys, I think that it's actually better to have it on us, because we put way more bullets in the air, and a higher crit chance is possibly very nice for them, right? So, alright, and we have the Merc armor. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think the Scout armor, he could get the Merc armor. Oh no, it's the same one, alright. Sorry. Yeah, well then, I think Cyclops gets it. And that's possibly a good thing for her. Yeah, well, very nice. Now we are beyond the Scout armor already. That's nice, but I guess we will find more people who can wear it then. Alright. So then, we have... What do we have? We have Full House, Big Trouble in Little Vegas, alright. Yeah, I guess this is the next one. Then, let us go... Oh, by the way, there are people here. Let's talk to them.
99 bottles of booze on the wall. 99 bottles of booze.
That could be a fun song. And that's Isaac Reed. Yeah, so these guys are privileged, spoiled brats.
What have I done?
You're a worm, Isaac. I should have killed you. This is a nightmare.
No.
Consequences suck.
I keep seeing their eyes. Their dead, staring eyes.
Hey, are you around here too?
Yeah, I was just finishing up training when the Dorseys came through. Didn't even know what to do.
Yeah, they just pulled me off the street, put a badge on my chest and a gun in my hand. They said I'd train on the job.
They must be desperate for bodies. No offense.
None taken.
Okay. Well, if you don't train people properly, you throw them away. It's also like a military wisdom. So, well then, I think we will go back to our HQ.
I heard they got a mass grave just outside the walls.
I don't know, man. I swear the last shipment of meat from the bazaar tasted funky.
Ooh, I don't even want to think about that.
Oh well, yeah. I can imagine that that there is cannibalism. Oh yeah, that's this guy. All right, let's have a talk with them. Awesome peace.
Rangers, wow! Can't thank you enough for saving me.
You Rangers are heroes.
Don't worry, Mom. Your boy is gonna be a ranger.
What you did for my son. Thank you.
I was just wondering what you are still doing here, guys. Well, but I think that's fine. So we will go to the HQ, check out the area. And I guess we might even be able to do something there, but what I really want to do is actually use our experience. So we will put everybody like on HQ service, on HQ duty, and then actually the XP will equalize itself, right? So what, as far as I'm informed, so which means that these guys will probably get a level, although it's not that much yet. But if we just keep these guys, then the others have 2,000 at least. So X will get a level at least quicker. Yeah, so that should be it. Alright then, so I hope you guys found this episode interesting and cool. I certainly did. It's a nice story unfolding. And then next thing to do will be after we go, we come back from the HQ to check out the this club, and also I want to bring back the cyborg chicken. So I appreciate if you click the like button, and you are very welcome to join the channel as well. See you next time. Bye bye.